This is me in my first semester at UC Berkeley.
I will elaborate on how it will be.
This is me giving the commencement speech.
And above all, the graduating class of 2014!
So what changed? My evolution from a shy speaker to presenting in front of thousands of people is living proof that you can conquer public speaking in front of any crowd. Here's what Warren Buffett said in an HBO documentary about public speaking.
I had been terrified of public speaking. I couldn't do it. I'd throw up. And so I saw an ad in the paper for the Dale Carnegie course.
We all start somewhere. If your palms get sweaty, knees weak, mom's spaghetti, then this video is for you. We will first define confidence, then dive into its 3 foundational sources. It's time to get confident. Let's go! As I think about my life, my most significant breakthroughs came when I was fighting my imposter syndrome. Am I good enough? Is this gonna be okay? All these questions and insecurities. Confidence is not absence of fear. And being afraid of public speaking is common and very natural. I was there too. What matters more is what you decide to do when you feel nervous. Conviction is about embracing your skills, your knowledge, and your authentic self to communicate effectively. Here is a fun quiz for you. Try to match how important each of these elements are. So this video is structured in 3 levels, and each level will get progressively harder. And I hope you stick around till the end. When I was at Wharton, this was the golden rule of communication. Be clear about what you want to say. The good news is, among the 3 pillars, you have full control over your words. Caring about your message is one of the greatest sources of confidence. I felt less secure here because I was talking about changing our dorm doorknobs to keypads. My lack of passion was evident. I clung to my notes and wavered from side to side. On the other hand, I knew exactly what I wanted to share with my friends and families at the UC Berkeley Econ Department graduation. I leaned into my experience of going through loss, hardships, in one of the lowest points in my life. The easiest way to bring passion to your topic is to choose what makes your heart sing. Passion is contagious. Passion is irresistible. And passion brings your story to life. Your belief in your content increases self-assurance. Here's a simple formula for you. 1 speech, 1 message. In consulting, when I make PowerPoint presentations, I put 1 key message per slide. Otherwise, you end up crowding the page with too many things going on. A clear speech is more likely to resonate with your audience and much easier for you to remember. Confidence is positively correlated with clarity. As a general rule, I follow the point of 3. First, lead with your main takeaway. Top-down communication. Provide your value and information up front. Introduction is much easier to write once you know what you are going to say in the rest of the speech. So I like to save writing my introduction to last. Next, provide 3 ideas to support your 1 single message. You also see the rule of 3 often in business, in speeches, and in media. Using 3 reasons is helpful because you sound decisive, structured, and self-assured. An effective conclusion also has 3 components: the summary, the outcome, and the closing. Now that you have a good handle of what you will say, it's time to focus on how you will say it. Posture is a nonverbal handshake with the audience. Your posture sets the tone even before you speak. In my yoga and Pilates instructor class, we started each session by emphasizing the importance of a balanced alignment. Posture is more than aesthetics. It boosts your presence and voice projection. For a balanced opening, I invite you to begin your speeches with feet hip distance apart and take it from there. When I first started giving presentations in English, I would rush through my speech, thinking that it made me look more competent. It turns out the opposite is true. A study titled Effects of Speech Rate on Personality Perception found that slower speech helps you appear more sincere. Pausing gives you time to think, invites people to respond, and gives you control over your words. Dale Carnegie has a dedicated chapter on pause alone, and the first lesson from Speak Like Churchill, Stand Like Lincoln begins with the power of well-timed pauses. Confidence isn't just felt, it's heard in the certainty of your voice. Upspeak is when you end your sentences and they start to sound like a question. To fix Upspeak, I've worked with 2 voice coaches who taught me to focus on the last word of my sentence. Inside your head, Draw an arrow going downward. You can also record yourself and identify trigger points. Have a conversation with the audience, not throw questions at them. Which brings me to my next point. Presentation exists for the audience, but it's also the very reason why we are afraid of public speaking. So let me share 3 tactical tips you can implement to build connection. I still remember in my early 20s, I had to give a final presentation to senior clients by myself for a full hour. I was nervous, and what the client said right before the meeting motivated me. Yujin, I look forward to this. Your audience wants you to succeed. No one is going to hurt you. Think back to the last time you were in a crowd watching a presenter speak, sing, or perform. Did you want them to stumble? No. Your audience is part of your journey, not an obstacle to overcome. This strategy works well in interviews too. The Wharton Business School has a unique interview process. It's a group interview. You get the prompt in advance, but you find out who's in your group the day of your interview. The game changer for me was arriving an hour early to chat with fellow candidates. By the time of my interview, I had met everyone except one person in my interview group. Because I knew their names, jobs, and where they are flying from, I felt more at ease. For your presentation, apply this tactic. Arrive early, mingle, ask questions, get to know who is in the room. Start off by asking these questions. Building these small connections can help shift your mindset from delivering a monologue to having a conversation. Here's a little secret for you. Talk to individuals, not the crowd. Find your yes person. Someone you feel comfortable making eye contact from time to time. Someone who anchors you. My yes person is my sister. But if she's not there, then I find someone in the audience who's smiling, nodding, and validating me. I also try to look up a few guests on LinkedIn beforehand and identify familiar faces. Check in with your yes person with frequent eye contacts so that you have a positive feedback loop to keep you calm and composed. I try to find at least 3 yes people so that you can visually draw 3 points in the audience and evenly space out your eye contact, making each individual feel seen and personally addressed. If any of these 3 pillars is missing, your speech carries less impact. Without clear content, you might entertain the crowd, but your message is lost. Even the best content without composure becomes forgettable. And without making a genuine connection, your words may sound hollow and lack depth. I know practicing on your own can be tough. If there are additional topics that you'd like me to do a deeper dive on, please let me know in the comments below. This is Yujin. I create clear, compact, cheerful content for you. And my next video topic is...
Let's go! It's time to be the GOAT. It's time to enter God mode, man, let's get it going. I wanna be the greatest, energy is overflowing. I know I'm stoking the fire, my desires take